guys. So I'm back. I'm on episode 9. I'm sleepy and hungry and I want some chocolate. Okay, let me stop doing that. 'Cause that has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so um, again, uh, I said this I think in the last two videos, but this is kind of getting boring now to me. So the things that I might mention are probably like nitpicky because I'm noticing like little things like what are they called? Cinema sins or whatever. Starting to notice those and little stuff like that in movies. I can always pick it out, but not so much in shows. Well, I don't really care about picking it out on TV shows so much, but so Bryce's dad is basically in denial that his son is a rapist. He's saying that he heard the tapes and that wasn't his son. It was he was drunk, so that wasn't his son. On his mama's, on the other hand, is just like, nah, he a, he a rapist. Um, ooh, I'm walking to the store after this and give me some chocolate. But anywho, so forgot to mention that Tyler is actually dating his friend's sister. They went out on their first date to the movies. They started kissing and holding hands. He got a little excited and boom, power surprise in his pants. So of course he left early, didn't tell her why, but of course his friend was like, "Why would you leave my sister?" He was like, I forgot his reason, but he was like, "Okay, cool, we got the squash. Just go apologize to her or whatever." Also, I have this question. So, in the town that they're in, there's only one theater because there's no other theater that no one else can go to besides the one that Hannah works with. So, again, does this town just have one theater? Sure, why not? So, the school, they're prepping for this episode is basically about the counselor and the teacher um, giving their testimony. Now, the teacher has decided that she did everything by protocol and everything that she could do. She revealed that no, that wasn't the only letter, and she says she gets these letters, these type of letters, and she offers her, if you want if you want to talk to me, I'm here, I'm listening, kind of thing. And she also gives them resources like if you don't feel comfortable talking to me or talking to an adult, here's a hotline, here's a website, here's some numbers you can call, which I feel is basically pretty much all they can do if they're not coming forward. Like I can give you like it's just like I can lead the horse to the water, but I can't make it drink. That whole saying. That's really what it is. Like I said, I can lead. You can't make people get help. And they were saying basically they don't know that they need help or they blah. Really, it's just boring to me now. Just starting to get boring to me. Like come on now, like y'all didn't need all these damn episodes for this. Most of the stuff is filler. Um, so the teacher gives her testimony. Like I said, she explained exactly what I just said. She feel like she did the best of her ability and went everything by protocol, and explained that that's not the only letter or whatever. Then the counselor gets on the stand. Um, they make him tell the name of who he thought had raped Hannah. So this is my thing. Hannah, she didn't want to get the cops involved. She didn't want to get her parents involved. So my thing is, what did you expect the counselor to do? You didn't want any help. So like what did you expect him to do? Like kick the boy out of school even though he don't know who he is? Just imaginary. Pick whoever just pick that boy and kick him out of school or pick that boy and send him to jail for being a rapist. Like no, I do think I understand why he asks the questions that he asks. It's protocol. I understand that, but she didn't want to do anything further. And she felt like, again, she felt like he couldn't help her. So if you felt that way, if you felt like nobody could help you, why even say something about it? Because like I said, you won't give him a name. It didn't happen on school property. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. It did not happen on school property. For instance, if I get into it with someone at my, let's just say while I'm walking to school, but I'm not on school property, and I get my ass beat, my parents shouldn't have anything to say about the school because it didn't happen on school property, so that's no longer their business. Um, anyways, he named Bryce as the person that he thought that had raped her. And then he breaks down and says, "No, I didn't do enough. And I'm sorry, you know." And then in my head, this is what I'm straight up thinking. You're fired. Sir, you're fired. You're fired with a capital F, capital I, capital R, capital E, capital D. You're fired. But I can understand him feeling the way that he felt, but you're still fired. Still fired. What else? So Tyler and his friend decide that they're gonna go after Ryan and that they're done with Marcus because Marcus got suspended from school. Which I'm still not understanding, like, how the hell do you get suspended for doing something off of property, like, that ain't got nothing to do with school? How does that happen? I'm sorry, once I leave school, what I do is no longer y'all business at all. And there's no way you should be able to punish me for that unless I didn't do my homework while I was at home or something like that. But no. If anything, if you felt like what I did was so bad, expel me because you don't want a student like that at your school. But suspend me? Sure. Why not? Yeah, but they've decided they're gonna go after Ryan, which I don't know what they're gonna do to him. But okay, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm really getting tired of this whole Tyler story. I just can't wait till he shoot the school up or kill somebody. Like it's kind of obvious that's where his storyline is leading. Um, so Justin, like I said, he went back home, and when he goes home, his main purpose is to steal money from his mom's drug dealing boyfriend. He finds the money, and he was like, "Hey, I'm leaving." His mom was like, "So that's all you was here for?" He was like, "Look, you can stay here all you want to, but you can come with me." And then his mom was trying to pull the whole sympathy thing where he's gonna kill me when he find out he take your money. Gave her $200 and was like, "Not if he can't find you." Honestly, I don't think I could have left my mom, but I would have to factor in the fact that she's on drugs and with an abusive drug dealing boyfriend who supplies her the drugs and don't want to change, and he has little to no respect for me. So I probably wouldn't leave there. I mean, I wouldn't live, and I would have no respect. I probably would have no. I wouldn't steal his money, but I just wouldn't come back home. So when he leaves, he goes. I guess he's gonna leave out of town this time. I guess to start a whole new life or whatever. But he ends up missing the bus. And he got so upset, like that was the only bus that was ever gonna come. But I guess I guess that's how it goes in TV shows. Missed one bus. There's no more other buses coming. Sure. And with all the money he stole, he really could have just went to the airport. But Clay comes to pick him up because after Clay discovers some news, which I'll get to that later, but I'm trying to go down my list. So Clay got his ass jumped. I mean, I'll give him one thing. He could take a beating. That seems to be a skill for him, taking a beating. They put a bag over his head in a locker room and just kicked him. Which that has got to be the most dumbest thing ever. Um, he doesn't know who did it, but of course it was the athletes that did it. I don't know if Zach. I don't think Zach was a part of them. I don't think Zach kicked it with him since the tapes came out, and he got those pictures of his sister. And I'm starting to believe that it was him that took those that it was Tyler that took those pictures of his sister just to mess with him. So, Bryce's girlfriend actually believes Bryce lying ass that she was just obsessed with him and he was embarrassed or whatever. After she halfway, I wouldn't even say she was raped by him. It was just like, it's kind of obvious that I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. So I wouldn't really consider that rape. But like I said, you would have to watch the episode to see like what I'm talking about, why I really wouldn't consider it rape or whatever. But I would say that she was probably uncomfortable and did not want to do it. And by some people's definition, that is rape. But I don't know. It wasn't the same as like all of his other victims. It just wasn't the same. And not to say that all rapes are the same, but it was just like, I guess how like when you with somebody and you want to please them, but you don't feel like it, but you do it anyways because it's them and that's what they want. Like that. But she's dumb. I've already decided she's dumb. Like for believing in him. Like you dumb. You heard his confession. You heard him. And you still believe him. After he mentions the fact that that her family wants to take her on vacation to Italy. She's dumb. Like, So Jessica has her new friends or whatever, and there was this boy who was looking at her. Her friend was like, "Hey, you should talk to him." And she was like, "Hey, yeah, I don't think I know how to flirt." And then the boy was all like, "Hey, when you smile, I like get like something, some dumb pickup line that he said." And her and the boy look like siblings. But anyways, mind you, she just met this boy, and she's kissing him in the mouth. I don't get it, but okay. So remember I mentioned like those little cinema scenes that I'm missing? So while Tyler and his friend was talking to him, the boy had on a book bag. One moment the book bag was over his jacket, and then the next moment it wasn't. It literally kept going back and forth for a good like 6 scenes. It was really annoying. So Tyler and whatchamacallit, they get Clay in on their little revenge thing or whatever they're trying to do or whatever. They really just go to the baseball field, spray some stuff up and put liars and rapists and then burn the word rapist in the grass. But while they're doing that, a group of athletes with the varsity jackets and stuff go into the garden shed and was like with some girl on their shoulders. So he was like, what's that boy name? Clay was like, "So I found the clubhouse. I'll be out." That's when he went to go pick up Justin, so Justin can go. Which this show is beyond. Like I said, this is where I'm getting bored at because is it about convicting Bryce or is it about making the school guilty and giving them the blame for Hannah's death? Which, speaking of that, wait, I'm getting excited about this part. I might just be interested again. So, Alex got a job working for Hannah's mom in the shop, blah, blah, blah. Tony Carr got beat up while he was on a date with his trainer / boyfriend. They get into a fist fight. I don't know how you end up kissing somebody after you just put your hands on me, but okay. I guess. So, like I said, it's somebody going around messing with everybody, but I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Hannah. So there's this girl that walked past her mom's drugstore with her daughter. She tries to run outside to catch them, but by the time she gets outside, they're gone and out of her sight. Which, unless they turned the corner and went inside the store, that wouldn't even be possible. But okay, we'll let them make it because the girls and her mother wasn't even walking that fast. But okay, again, we'll let them make it. She goes to the find out where they're living at. Goes to the door. Maureen is the girl's mom, and Sarah is the name of the girl. So I'm guessing Sarah used to go to school with her, and she was begging the lady, please don't testify. Please don't. So I forgot about that part. I'm not even gonna go get me some chocolate because I have to see this because I just knew it was something. It was just something about the beginning. Again, when they mentioned why she had to transfer schools in the first place in season one. So, finna break it down. She was uh, she, my thoughts are just everywhere with this. So I'm about to go and I'm about to watch it. I'm about to watch it. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back for y'all, like for real.